here we are in front of my shop at 205A Broadway in Arlington. A snowy day here in Boston. Today I'm going to show you how to repair cat-damaged furniture. A lot of people, we love cats, but sometimes they do some damage, and I'm going to try to save you some money. So come on in. Here's my customer's chair. I did this chair a couple of weeks ago, and she's got this adorable little cat that did all this damage. Wait till you see the other side. I'll show you that in a minute. But to repair this, all you need is a little glue, Elmer's glue if you have it, a pair of scissors. This is a regulator that I have. If you happen to have one, that's great. If not, you can use a pin or a needle. And let's get going and show you how to repair this. Folks, if a cat's claw can get inside a chair, that's what they like. They like getting inside, and then they like pulling. That's what sharpens their claws. So if you're looking for a fabric, get a tight weave and a low pile, not a high pile. So people think that they get a thick fabric. That will keep the cats away, but not necessarily. If it's a loose weave, they can still get in there. So our cat really got behind this though, because it's a very loose weave, and it is a thin fabric, but it's a loose woven fabric. So let's concentrate right here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the excess. I'm not going to go too close. I'm going to stay about a 1/16 of an inch away. So we cut that. We might as well cut this one too. This is the stuffing coming through. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke that through as much as I can. I'll poke this through. And key is getting a little dab of glue in those final fibers that you can't go right up against the fabric. So what you do with the glue, very, very small amount of glue, put it on the end of your needle or pin, and you're just going to go like this. Hopefully the glue dissipates. White Elmer's glue is probably the best, but when this dries, you'll hardly see it. So now we're going to get a little close up to show you this. A sharp pair of scissors, or a good pair of scissors, will cut at the very end, and that's what you need here. You can't be cutting up in here with a bad pair of scissors. So get a good pair of scissors, pull a little bit. Don't go all the way to the surface of the fabric with this cut, but be away a little bit, probably about a 1/16 of an inch, like I said. That gets cut. Okay, with the rest of it, if you can, poke it in a little bit. See how that kind of just goes right, wants to go back in like that? That's good. And a little dab of glue. I'm using carpenter's glue here, but a white Elmer's glue is good too. It's probably even better on a white fabric, but this is just to demonstrate. Again, this is for you guys at home to try to save a little money. This is going to have to be repaired more. Wait till I show you what the cat did on the other side, on the outside arm. So I'm going to have to replace this whole outside back, but this is an expensive repair. This is probably going to cost the client another $200. But most of the times, if you can catch the cat before it really goes more extensive, like I'll show you in a minute, you can do little repairs like this, poking the material back carefully. We'll do this one too, just to show you. And then that little dab of glue is important because that kind of closes it up. You know, cats can do a lot of damage. We love them, but they can do a lot of damage. See that? That's it. Well, I've got a lot of cat stories, but this one kind of is in the forefront. So this husband was assigned by his wife to go out and buy a cat at a pet store, a domesticated cat. Well, this fella, he was driving down the street, he went by an alley and he saw a bunch of cats, and he said, well, there's one that looks good. He corralled it and he brought that cat home. It was a feral cat. Folks, don't ever do this. Feral cats do not like being inside a house too much. Well, let me tell you something. This is what they do. In all seriousness, folks, I felt bad for this client. I mean, 2 weeks old is in the house, and her cat did this. Cat's a lovely cat. It's not a feral cat. It was a domesticated cat bought at a pet store. But look at the damage the cat did. I mean, really, could you imagine if it was a feral cat? We probably wouldn't have a chair left.